Nikki Haley's Super Tuesday results went as well as I imagine her Taco Tuesdays to be. Disappointing, unseasoned, and very, very white. And with that, she decided to suspend her campaign, saying, quote, "The time has now come to suspend my campaign. I said I wanted Americans to have their voices heard. I have done that. I have no regrets. And although I will no longer be a candidate, I will not stop using my voice for things I believe in." Really? No regrets? I mean, there was that time you refused to say that slavery was the main reason for the Civil War, or when you said embryos are babies. Or I don't know, maybe you regret saying that the United States doesn't have a problem with racism, even though you went into detail about the racism you experienced when you were younger, and that you don't go by your birth name Nimrata, instead choosing to go by Nikki. I don't know, maybe these could be tiny little regrets. Anyway, but for the time being, Nikki Haley has not endorsed Donald Trump, and instead she wished him well. And for those of you out there that don't speak woman, that pretty much means I hope you get hit by a car. She did win the state of Vermont, though, which unfortunately for Nikki Haley is the political equivalent of a participation trophy. What I don't understand, though, is how bad you have to be that you can't beat a guy with 91 criminal counts against him. And I really want you to think about that, Nikki. As you go on about how proud you are of the campaign you ran, you couldn't beat a guy that has 91 criminal counts against him for president. That's like losing a spelling bee against Dan Quayle. Like, you really have to suck. Some experts will chalk that up to the chokehold that Donald Trump has on the Republican Party. And that could very well be true. But you did really well with independents and moderates. And what did you say when you saw numbers like that? You got offended at being called a moderate. How dare you claim that I may be somewhere in the middle? Embryos are babies. I know how hard it is for politicians to please everybody without contradicting themselves. But here's a little tip, Nikki. The majority of the people out there appreciate someone who's honest more than someone who just agrees with them. And you fumbled the bag. I mean, look at all the Republican candidates that you lasted longer than. I know that's not saying much, but still. And as you continue to want to be the darling of the Republican Party and go on and on about how great the party is, there's one thing I want you to remember. You couldn't beat a guy with 91 criminal counts against him. And he represents your party. Anyways, bye.